You are earning more than ever. The number does not move. Another year, same position. The math does not work. Seneca solved this 2,000 years ago. He left the answer in writing. Tonight you learn his framework. 5 lessons, 1 shift starting now. Seneca changed everything about money. Seneca was worth $300 million. He wrote that it was not enough. Financial freedom is not a salary number. It is a sufficiency number. Seneca knew. He could have had anything. He chose enough. That choice is the entire philosophy. One number changes everything. Not your income, your sufficiency number. Seneca called it the line. The wealthiest man in Rome wrote about freedom, not wealth. He wrote 64 letters about money, and never once celebrated having it. Every letter Seneca wrote about time is a letter about money. Seneca asked one question most people never ask. What is enough? The answer changes everything after it. His lessons are older than any financial system you have used. Lesson 1. Time is the only currency that matters. Time cannot be recovered. Money lost can be rebuilt. Time spent is gone permanently. He wrote the always busy man has nothing. The man filling every hour with motion and producing nothing lasting. Trading 60 hours for a salary spends what Seneca called irreplaceable. What are you getting in return? Financial freedom is not accumulation of money. It is liberation of time. Seneca said this in 65 AD. Before you count your money, count your time. That number determines whether the money was worth earning. Lesson 2. Sufficiency is a decision, not a number. Seneca wrote the wealthy man needs little, not has much. Enough is a decision you make first. Your sufficiency number is your essential annual expenses, not your desired lifestyle. Freedom lives in the gap. Seneca practiced voluntary poverty, minimum living periodically. Not punishment, calibration, to locate exactly where enough sat. He feasted and fasted. He wanted proof his contentment did not need the feast. That proof is worth more than the feast. Building toward a defined sufficiency number is a shorter race. The visible finish line changes how it feels. Lesson 3. Freedom requires a structure. Seneca built wealth through structures, land, lending, investments. Freedom requires architecture. Effort alone is a job. Seneca wrote first philosophy, then life. Financial translation, first sufficiency, then structure. The structure runs and you live. Seneca's structure produced income while he wrote and lived. Not income depending on you, income running beside you. The structure built at 30 runs for 35 years. The man without one retires on last year's effort. Seneca named this gap. Lesson 4. Reclaim your time before you spend your money. Everything belongs to others. Time alone is ours. Seneca wrote this as a directive. Audit your time before your money. Time is what money buys back. Seneca practiced the daily audit, reviewing every evening how he spent his hours. The carelessly spent ones could have been building the structure that returns your time. For every commitment that costs your time, ask what it produces toward your sufficiency number. If nothing, you are spending the currency that buys freedom. Tracking both reveals the largest losses are not purchases. They are hours on commitments producing nothing. Seneca called these the hours stolen by the willing. Seneca wrote the man always preparing to live never lives. The structure is not the goal. The unstructured afternoon is. Build toward it and practice it now. Lesson 5. Philosophy is the financial foundation. Seneca wrote philosophy must come first. Not because it earns money, because without it the money has no direction and spends itself on the nearest desire. Seneca's letters are the most practical financial document ever written, answering what every financial decision depends on. What is this life actually for? 3 words change every financial decision. What is this for? Not what it costs, what it is for. That answer determines whether the spending builds or decorates. Seneca was condemned by Nero. He died calmly, having used his wealth to protect his time and fill it with what he valued. Philosophy is why it worked. You came in doing impossible arithmetic at a kitchen table. You leave with the framework of the man who solved it 2,000 years ago and left the solution in writing. The number did not change tonight. What changed is the question you are asking, not how do I earn more, what is actually enough. Seneca spent 30 years answering it. Tonight you began. Seneca is not ancient history. He is the most current financial thinker most people have never read. Open the letters tonight. Read the first one. It is about time. It is about you. Subscribe to The Rational Wealthy for daily content that helps you think clearly and build lasting wealth on your own terms. Think clearly, build wealth. The Rational Wealthy.